yes! 1989 Earl DC diecast superheroes with mini-comics! I forgot, they're trading cards, not mini-comics, and they're trading cards that absolutely do not hold up if they're kept in the package for more than 20 years. They have a plastic coating that kind of bonds to the tape they chose to use. Well, good thing we have a backup plan. So in order to give this a proper review, let's shrink down the size. Oh wait, that's not the right... That's gonna be hard to explain. Alright, let's try this again, using my convenient shrink ray this time.
There, perfect. Superman vs. Metallo, brought to you by Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Bun Cereal. No, I've never had them. Either my big brother gave this to me or my grandmother. Can't remember. Superman vs. Metallo was a 15-page mini-comic serial promotion from back in the day, when companies were allowed to do fun things to entice the young and impressionable to buy their cereal, besides, you know, massive amounts of sugar. Our story starts on a stormy afternoon as Superman is apparently hit in the head with a lightning bolt. Weird, since the storm apparently came out of nowhere. Kaboom! Another rogue lightning bolt hits a building and Superman is on the job as he realizes that the bolt came from the ground, not the sky, which I have issues with, and we'll get to that in a minute. He puts out the fire with his super breath and uses his super telescopic vision to discover Metallo, carrying a strange object able to control the weather. But how? Metallo flees the bank, carrying a pallet of gold and laughing maniacally. Superman will stop him, but first has to put out a blaze that apparently sprung up out of nowhere? Maybe a wild lightning strike? Does Metallo need lightning if he can carry a pallet of gold? Just then, Lois shows up and tells Superman that a weather machine was stolen from a secret government lab, and that it sends subsonic signals to satellites in space, but each setting can only be used once. And there, Dunn defeats the idea of lightning coming from the ground, because what purpose would satellites be to a device that generates storms on its own? Superman catches up to Metallo at the Metropolis Munitions work, as Metallo makes plans to steal a tank to keep his new gold in. Keep your hands off those controls, Metallo. Who's gonna make me, Superman? Just then, Metallo blasts him with a shot from his kryptonite heart. Now I'm free to use the earthquake machine to crack this factory wide open. As soon as I get those new weapons, I won't even need this crummy machine. Metallo prepares to finish Superman off as Lois comes on the scene. Get back, nosy! Nosy, such language. Lois makes a desperate attempt to hit the final button on the weather machine, using it up. Metallo is strong enough to stand up to the high winds, but it's the distraction Lois needs to reach in and rip out Metallo's kryptonite heart, then throw it down the crevice created by the earthquake. Superman is back on his feet and gives Metallo a solid right hook. The day is saved as they fly up, up, and away. Here's a new forecast, Lois. I see iron bars and gray walls in Metallo's future. The end! And bonus, because we have Earl Batman figures, but sadly not a Batman mini-comic, and I'm not paying $17 for a gross used Superpowers one on eBay. The Flash vs. Dr. Polaris. Once again brought to you by Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Bun Cereal. Still haven't tried them. We start out at the unveiling of the first maglev train in America, named after our hero, The Flash. Alright, can we just stop for a second? Am I the only one this bothers? Did DC swipe the Flash from the one and only Flash? Anyway, in a publicity stunt, the Flash is going to run alongside the train on its inaugural trip. That's a difficult one. And they're off! Meanwhile, the control tower. Hooey! Take a look at the TV, Bill! They're coming in fast. Bill? Dr. Polaris ties up the unwitting control operators and announces that he's there to sabotage the railroad. For some reason. The Flash is cruising along when suddenly a cry for help from the control cabin. The brakes are out and the train is picking up speed. Flash races ahead to check out the control tower, taking note of a pile of tires nearby. A locked door forces him up the side of the tower, and suddenly he's hit with a swarm of swirling metal objects. I find the scissors amusing. The train crew make an announcement as Flash quickly subdues Dr. Polaris with one of his weaknesses. Rope! The passengers are freaking out when in a last-ditch effort, Dr. Polaris destroys the master controls with his magnetic powers. You'd think he would have led with that move. The controls are going haywire on the train as Flash bolts out the window to the tire dump and begins lining the track with them before running around in circles to create enough friction to melt the pile. The train comes to a stop, the day is saved, and Dr. Polaris is escorted away by police, as they all exchange terrible puns. The end! The two other Mini Buns comics you can find in the cereal boxes. What the heck? Who the heck are the Star Riders? And a Justice League comic? No solo Batman adventure? What the It doesn't even look like he appears in that Justice League one. Lame. Maybe these were just meant to try and boost sales for these other characters, and in the late 80s, early 90s, Batman certainly didn't need help. But that would have been a pretty good guarantee that people would purchase your cereal if he had appeared. Here's a quick look at the die-cast figures anyway. They look cool. They're metal. They chip easily. Front, back. I had nearly all of them as a kid. Blue Batman is the best Batman, and Bronze Age is forever the best art style. There's nothing to really take away this time except that I love mini-comics, and I've always said that if I had a toy line based on my own stuff, I would definitely include them with each figure. That's it! Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out our weekly live streams. Follow my comic book on Instagram, The Real Smacked in the Head, for news and snippets on my forthcoming crowdfunded comic. That's it! Thanks. Bye. Alright, let's try to reverse this thing now. Uh-oh. It's not working. Andrea? Can you come in here, please? I need you to switch the shrink ray to Bigifier. Andrea? Hello? Crap.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.